I have experienced different bouts of mental illness throughout my life. In this particular instance, I got COVID. I had been vaccinated, but I got COVID and it triggered a variety of physical and um, emotional implications. And things just really went downhill from there. Some of these pre existing mental health concerns that I had really flared up significantly. In that season, I was so unwell that I would not say I was deeply connected to God in that moment outside of just feeling really angry. And I think that's an experience a lot of people can relate to, of when you are in a period of suffering, just feeling really betrayed by God. Those are deeply complex experiences where God is absolutely there through the highs and the lows, but especially if you don't get what you want, that's really difficult to see God. And I can relate to feelings of anger or betrayal that could come in those periods, because when I was in my depths, that's absolutely what I felt. I was really fortunate to have a deep support system in my family. My mom, my brother, my husband, my sister-in-law. There is definitively a stigma around mental illness, but to not feel that here and to have a space to say, I'm struggling, I'm not well, and get the continued level of outreach that I had, like that human connection, other people being willing to share, like, hey, this is how I've suffered in the past too, like I hear you, or I can relate to your experience in this way or that way, was really meaningful for both me and my family. One of my biggest takeaways from this experience is this concept of hope, even in the midst of suffering, because there were many times where I did not think things were going to get better, and I did not think my mental health could improve. And by the grace of God, it did. For me, when I was really suffering, hope was incredibly difficult to find, and that was part of my challenge and what makes mental illness in particular so slippery. And speaking from more of a place of wellness, I acknowledge God's the one with the plan. We are not the ones with the plan. And there is reason for hope everywhere.